It is late in the year 1934 in the city of Helena, Arkansas, and in a blues bar, a young man walks up on stage with a guitar and a harmonica and proceeds to play a series of songs that amaze the crowd watching. Some of these songs are entitled Crossroads Blues, Hellhound on My Trail, and Me and the Devil Blues. As the musician, a man named Robert Johnson, stands up to walk off stage, the crowd erupts into applause, calling for an encore, to which Robert obliges. Robert Johnson was born in the town of Hazlehurst, Mississippi, in the year 1911. His father, Noah Johnson, had been leading an affair with his mother, Julia Dodds, who was married to wealthy landowner Charles Dodds. However, Noah was run out of Hazlehurst by a lynch mob, leading Julia to send young Robert to live with Charles in Memphis, Tennessee, where Robert spent much of his childhood. He spent his teenage years reunited with his mother, moving from place to place in the Delta. When Robert's mother informed him of his real father in the late 20s, Robert adopted the surname Johnson, using it in his marriage to a woman named Virginia Travis in February of 1929, but she died in childbirth soon after. Johnson was noted as having been in Robinsonville, Mississippi, today Tunica Resorts, during this time. Johnson met blues musician Son House around the time that his first wife died, describing Johnson as a little boy who could play harmonica but was horrible at guitar. One day, Johnson left Robinsonville for the town of Martinsville, close to where he was born, possibly looking for his father, where he learned guitar from blues musician Isaiah Zimmerman, who was rumored to have learned guitar from the spirits by playing in graveyards at midnight. When Johnson next appeared in Robinsonville, he seemed to have miraculously become a magnificent guitarist. While living in Martinsville, Johnson fathered a child with a woman named Virgie Smith. He married a woman named Coletta Craft in 1931. In 1932, the couple settled in Clarksdale, Mississippi, but Johnson soon left her to pursue a career as a traveling musician. Coletta died in early 1933. Now this is where the devil comes into the story. Johnson, wanting to be a great blues musician, was told one night to take his guitar to a crossroads. The location of this crossroads is disputed, with the two most prolific locations being near the Dockery Plantation near Tunica, or near to the city of Clarksdale. At this crossroads, Johnson was met by a large black man, whom many believed to be the devil, who took Johnson's guitar and played a few songs on it and gave it back to him. After this, Johnson was reported to be a master guitarist in exchange for his soul. Johnson settled for a while in Helena, Arkansas, after his brief return to Robinsonville. In Helena, Johnson became involved with a woman named Estella Coleman and informally adopted her son, Robert Lockwood Jr., who would later become a blues singer himself. Johnson traveled throughout the Delta and as far as Texas, Chicago, and New York, playing the blues wherever he could. Johnson would supposedly go to a street corner in every town he visited and just play for people passing by. In 1936, Johnson sought out general store owner and talent scout H.C. Spear in Jackson, Mississippi, where Spear got him in touch with the ARC label group. In late November of 1936, Johnson held a 3-day recording session in a room at the Gunter Hotel in San Antonio, Texas. Johnson recorded 16 songs and alternate versions for many of them. Johnson did another recording session in June of 1937 in Dallas, Texas, recording several other songs with alternates. Robert Johnson died on August 16th of 1938 at the age of 27 near the city of Greenwood, Mississippi, of unknown causes. There are several differing accounts of how he died, and no autopsy was ever done. One account says the jealous lover of a woman Johnson had flirted with murdered him with a poisoned bottle of whiskey. An account given by musician Sonny Boy Williamson, who claimed to be there that night, states that Johnson was flirting with a married woman who gave him a bottle poisoned by her husband. Williamson claims he knocked the bottle out of Johnson's hand and warned him not to drink from a bottle he hadn't seen personally be opened. But Johnson told him not to knock a bottle out of his hand and accepted another poisoned bottle. Other reports are more mundane, saying he might have died of syphilis. However Johnson died, the mysterious manner in which he died adds to the legend, with some claiming the devil was coming to collect his due. Johnson, having died at age 27, does qualify for the 27 Club, and he is memorialized in Cleveland's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as the, quote, first rock star. Thanks for watching.